busy street. He's really close by this trail path. It's a trail, but it's the trail that I take behind my house. I'm usually on this trail every day when I'm walking, but I take it at different times. Meaning sometimes I start my walk on it. Sometimes it's different ends of the trail. I might start at one end, and sometimes I end my walk on it. But normally I end up on the trail because the trail literally runs right to my backyard. So it's an open trail. Let me show you what I'm talking about when I say open trail. You see that? So you see our houses on either side and then the main street. Don't worry about that. But yeah, so it's like, never mind, don't worry about that. But yes, and the mountain view, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful view. But this morning I started in a direction that I don't normally start. And now I'm heading in the opposite direction so that I can get my 3+ miles in. Yesterday I ended up doing 3.38, so 3.4 miles in a little over an hour. I think it was 1 hour and 3 minutes. Baby, it was last night, and the weather was like 108. And so this morning, it's 90 when I stepped out, which isn't bad because at least the sky is cloudy here in Arizona, which I can appreciate. And especially since I'm getting such a late start. Normally on the weekends I do start. I've noticed the pattern. I'm normally, my body, the internal clock, I'm normally up by like 6:30 on the weekends, which means I don't generally start walking until 7. But during the week when I walk in the morning, baby, I'm moving like 5:15, I'm out the door. So this is a big difference in how it feels. And y'all can see the sun is coming out. It's already out, but the clouds are covering it. So it's going to be a good walk this morning. I expect to get in an hour for sure. I have on my weight vest this morning, 12 pounds, the 12 pounder, okay? And I've been feeling the weight vest, which is great. But I also, if I'm being quite honest, I'll be glad when it doesn't feel like this anymore, okay? So what I noticed yesterday, this is my second time doing a YouTube live video. What I noticed yesterday is that after I had been walking and chatting for a little bit, people started coming into the live, but not right off. I don't know if YouTube has like a feature where you have to be live for a few minutes, or maybe because I'm so new to doing the YouTube lives, it just takes a minute. I don't know. But I only, again, this is my second YouTube live about a sun. I'm sorry to be blinding you, but I'm out here walking in sunny Arizona this morning. Let me show you my view. It's beautiful. So I'm walking towards the mountain this morning. This path is directly behind my house, which I absolutely love. So I'm gonna get in my 3+ miles. Yesterday was a 3.38. I have Achilles tendonitis, so, and I hate saying it, but it's true. And it's on my left foot, so I try to take it easy. I be wanting to do it in 4 miles, and I was at a space where I was doing 4 miles speed walking, 15 minutes per mile averaging, and it was beautiful. But then my Achilles flared up, and I was like, okay, step back a little bit until this Achilles heals completely. And that's another part of the reason that I'm eating fully raw, is to get rid of all of this inflammation. Now I can tell you, there's no inflammation in my Achilles. Like, it was puffy. It was it was looking bad. But since I've been eating raw vegan, all of that inflammation is gone. Do you hear me? Baby, look at that. It's gone. And so I'm very, very happy about that. This is day 54 of eating fully raw vegan. So it's no game around here. Really doing the thing. Okay. Now, I have the longest that I've ever eaten fully raw vegan was 62 days. So I'm coming up to that window, and I stay excited, but I am, to see how my body reacts when I get to a point that I've never been to. Good morning, Rodrigo. So I just have never gotten to the point of past. I'm gonna go straight because I see people walking their doggies, and that's okay. So I've just never gotten past 62 days, and I definitely wanted to. My ultimate goal in life, as far as how I consume food, currently, I am I'm vegan. I've been vegan for 8 years, but I want to get to the space of fully raw as a way of life. Um, and right now, I see that. I can see it happening. I wanted to do a full year for my 49th birthday. Day 62 happened, and I was like, baby, good morning, good morning. Was it Skis fan? Okay. Hi, Allie. Thanks. Appreciate that. So, yeah, I wanted to do a full year of eating fully raw. And baby was getting a little skinny, and it made me nervous. So I was like, is that even necessary? So I stopped. And then I literally have regret that I stopped, because I feel like I self-sabotaged myself by stopping. And now I'm in a different headspace. And I think that is the main thing that controls us, is the headspace that you're in when you're trying to reach a goal. You can easily self-sabotage yourself, or you can push past those points where you think you can't to do something and do the dang thing, right? So that's where we're at. We're at the do the dang thing part of this raw vegan reset, and I'm super excited about it. So probably will hit a mile as soon as I get to the curb of the community, which is nice. What else? You guys have any questions? Good morning. So far, I haven't eaten anything. Haven't had anything to drink. It's 90 degrees out here, which is, let me be, I know that sounds, it's hot. No, it's actually not. Because last night when I walked, which is practically literally like 12 hours ago, a little over, it was like 108 at 7:30 p.m. Okay, so with it being 8 a.m. and 90 and clouds in the sky, baby, get me out here. I'm ready for it. Okay, so every day. Oh, let me tell you where I'm at. A lot of people want to know, when you're eating raw vegan, some of the benefits. I think one of the main benefits is, for me right now, is getting rid of the inflammation. You're going to lose weight naturally. There, if you're eating raw vegan and you're not losing weight, I don't know, are you just eating avocados all day? Nuts and seeds? You would have to be eating an extremely high fat. And some people, let me say this, some people don't want to lose weight. So if you want to heal something and you don't want to lose weight, then add more nuts, seeds, avocados, and things like that to your raw vegan diet, and then you won't lose you won't lose any weight. Okay. However, if you're at a point where you're trying to heal and you don't mind weight coming off, then definitely just eat a cleaner, lower fat raw vegan diet, and you'll be able to get that stuff out of your system. Okay. So I normally start my day with fresh juice, and I juice up until noon. I also will have things like smoothies. Sometimes I only get water in up until noon, simply because I forget to grab my juice for work or something like that. That's very rare, but maybe once a week I'll water fast up until noon, and then break my fast with something like fruit or a big salad. Well, during the week, literally, it's normally always a big salad that I'm breaking my fast with. And then dinner is normally smoothie bowl, nice cream, a fruit salad, something like that, because those are simple things. I do like smoothies, but I don't like them enough to have them regularly. Normally, if I'm being quite honest, when I have a smoothie, I purchased it. Okay, I'm not into smoothies at home. If I want to use my fruit at home, I know I'm gonna throw it in that Nama J2, baby, and I'm gonna juice. Okay. Okay, so let's see. You guys don't have any questions, and that's okay. Thank you so much for saying good job. I appreciate that. That's the word I say a lot, y'all. I'm gonna be trying not to say it. Anyway, We are rounding the corner. So that means we're about to hit 1 mile of this walk, which praise God, because I do feel the heat starting to rise. That's another thing. If there's anybody who, if you're experiencing even vision issues, I've had my vision clear up tremendously when eating raw vegan. And when I say clear up, it doesn't go back. As long as, let me be clear, as long as you don't go back to eating the traditional things that you were eating, your improved vision will stay around. Okay, so what are we talking about? And I mean this. Like, I think some people think that it's gimmicky to do juicing and raw vegan. Baby, when I tell you the benefits are real, the benefits are real. So don't just jump into it for weight loss. I mean, let me be clear. If you have weight to lose and weight is causing you to have health issues, and health issues can be mental health issues. If it's causing you to have stress, anything like that, get it off your body. If you have excess weight, do everything you can to get it off of your body, because you just don't. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. It's unnecessary, and you can do it. You can do it. Don't listen to the naysayers, because people will be in your ear. People will tell you things. When you're losing weight, you know the kind of things people say? You're getting too skinny. Don't lose too much. You're going to fade away. Eat a sandwich. Girl, you need to eat something. Those are the type of things people say to you when you're losing weight. A lot, not a lot. 100% of the time, those people saying that to you are people that are overweight themselves. A person that is fit and healthy, unless you are truly like sickly thin, they're not going to say that to you, because they see the fight and the work that you're putting in for your health, and they're going to be proud of you. So if somebody's in your life and they're saying to you, we don't get too skinny, oh, you're going to fade away, things like that, ignore, block, all those things, because those people, and it's maybe not even be that they don't have your best interest in heart. They currently don't have their own best interest at heart, and therefore it's almost a defense mechanism for them to tell you what they see with visually, and what they really see visually is the fact that you are doing something that they currently cannot do, and it's because of a mental state, meaning maybe they're in a funk, maybe they're depressed, maybe they're telling themselves that they're happy at the weight they are, because I want to be clear when I say this too. There can be a person that looks fit, that has more health issues than the person, I hit my 1 mile, than the person that does not look fit. So that has nothing to do with it. It's people that are overweight, that can move their bodies with the best of them, that have no health conditions, that aren't taking any medications, and that's totally fine. But also, the closer you are to a healthy weight, it's the better likelihood that you're going to be able to continue to not be on medications and things. So again, I encourage everybody to move your body, eat clean, get that excess weight off of your body, so that when you're moving, you don't breathe as heavy, you don't have a problem taking flights of stairs, you don't have a problem parking at the end of the parking lot if ain't no spaces, you're not circling for 10 minutes looking for a close spot. Y'all stop doing that. Stop it. Okay? There's no reason. Just park your car at the end and get out and walk. You're going to have to walk in the store anyway. Wherever you're going, if you're going to the mall, why you got to park so close? You're going to get in the mall and walk around for an hour? Just park at the end of the parking lot. If you're going in the grocery store, even if you run it in and out, you got to walk around when you get in there. Just park your car at the end. Y'all be doing the most circling. I'll be seeing you. So, and take your shopping carts back. Have some integrity. Get your shopping cart. Put your groceries in your car and put the cart back in the cart corral. You don't have to be like that. Don't leave your cart. Don't do that. When I see that, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, put your carts back, okay? This is like, to me, I think it's integral. Put your cart back, okay? So I'm gonna go on off of that little tangent. But I do encourage you to move your bodies, eat clean, ignore the naysayers, and yeah, you got this if you want it. That's the thing to remember. Let me try to lift my hat so you can see my face. If you want it, you got it. Okay, and don't let nobody stop you. Don't be discouraged, be encouraged. And, oh, baby. So on my walk, when I come back, because right now I'm doing the outward portion of my walk, which I normally do a mile and a half to 2 miles, depending on how I'm feeling. My Achilles feels really good right now, and it will for the rest of this walk. And then if there's any pain or a tiny bit of inflammation that comes in, it'll be after the walk. It's not even right after. It'll be like later tonight, or maybe even first thing in the morning when I wake up. It might be a little tight. So, anywho, when you when I do my walk, when I come back, I pass by the farm, and that's when I stop and grab my goodies, water. Those are my goodies, and they have raw honey over there. Sometimes I'll grab a couple of raw honey sticks to keep in my purse in case I need like a little sweet pick me up and I don't have fruit with me. It's too hot to keep fruit in your car in Arizona, baby. You're gonna come back and your fruit gonna turn into wine. Don't do it, okay? So, where are you guys at? A couple of people that's on here right now. East Coast, West Coast, a different. Where you at? Where you at? Clearly, I'm in Arizona. I done said that about 90 times. Y'all, normally you can hear the owls out here in the morning. I don't hear them. I will let you hear them. When I was walking down the path in the beginning, I could hear the owls. I don't hear them right now. So that's okay. I'm sure they'll be out at some point. You can hear them all day normally. So maybe I can't hear them just because I'm yapping. But that's okay too. One thing with the weather changing, I see more people getting movement in outdoors. This is August makes our official first year of being in Arizona, which is great, lovely, love it. So we're learning the routines of when to move your body outdoors. Hiking right now is a 0 stars for me, and I love hiking. So, and we're close to the mountain, as you can see. But, baby, I'll hike when the fall comes. So, maybe late September, definitely October. I actually have I think it's a 10K hike coming up in October. Super excited about that. And I'm getting ready for that, which is why I'm always moving my body. And when I go to the gym, which y'all know I'm not a fan, maybe y'all don't know, my little shorts. That's what I normally do with shorts. I talk about things like that, but I'm not a fan. Good morning. I'm not a fan of the gym, but when I do go, I'm normally doing the weight machines, which we have at home, or the Stairmaster. That Stairmaster man is a killer man, but guess what? It'll get you ready for the inclines. Yeah, and that's important. If you plan on hiking like that. Good morning. Yeah, it's just reached the halfway point. That means a 1.5. That's impressive. So anyway, move your body. What am I going to eat today? Because it's Saturday. And Saturdays look different than the week. Because I have more flexibility because I'm home. At work, I take things that are going to be simple, make my day flow smoothly. But also, I'm sometimes at home, I'm actually chewing less. So I may be juicing to like 2 or 3. And then I have a cooked dinner or something, you know. I don't know, not a cooked. That's the wrong word. I'm not cooking anything. A salad for dinner, or a smoothie bowl. So the weekends are actually lighter. Although Sunday, I normally always make my spring rolls on Sunday because I have more time. Sometimes I'll rush and make them during the week when I get home from work. But normally, spring rolls is a Sunday thing because I like to take my time and make them with love. Juice, baby, is quick and easy. Your girl's been juicing for over 20 years, so it's super simple. to throw together a juice recipe. Even a new one I've never tried. I look at ingredients in my house and I know exactly what flavors to put together to make sure that the juice is going to be palatable. Because I be seeing y'all out here drinking nasty juices. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to. There's too many people out here that have been in the juice game and share their recipes so that you don't have to be drinking nasty juice. That's to include green juices. They don't have to be nasty just because they're good to you, good for you. And maybe nasty isn't a word. It's not a word I want to hear. But that's what, it's not good. They're gross. I don't know how y'all do it. Just be out here suffering through juicing, and then you be like, I don't know how you do it, because my juices don't taste like that. They're delicious. Okay, that makes a big difference. We're walking past one of the water thingies. Hear that? Sounds like a waterfall. So it's loud for a little bit. Baby. I feel good this morning though. Super proud of myself for where I'm at and where I'm going. Oh my God, that breeze feels amazing. Amazing. So now I'm on another main road. Hopefully it won't get noisy out here. Normally it doesn't on Saturday. Because people pretty much right now still inside their rooms. Okay, they're moving around a little bit, but not a lot of it. Okay, so we might get one or two cars pass us by. Besides that, okay. Maybe I should say 3 or 4. I don't know, because I got to stretch on this street, and then I go cross over and come up the main street. But yeah, another thing, I'm walking through my neighborhood on the front side. You trifling people that be throwing your trash out, it's McDonald's eaters. Look, that's where your brain is at when you eat McDonald's. You go through somebody's neighborhood and throw your bag out the window. What is that? That's a McDonald's food brain. That's what it is. What's wrong with you? Clean it up. Clean it up. So, certain things irk me. That's one of them. Because I promise you, if I see somebody threw their trash out the window, it's junk. You don't rarely see nobody throwing out. And you know, if you throw out an apple core, at least an animal can get with that. But just throwing your trash, what's wrong with you? Like, it's what you're eating. It's like consuming your mind. Because there's no reason for you to drive through a neighborhood and throw out your McDonald's bag. It's the McDonald's that you're eating that's making you do it. Okay? Get your mind right. I'm get a little lecture this morning. Sorry, guys. Oh, honey. So excited. Guess what? I just saw solar panels on somebody's house. We got solar panels. And they're coming to do our final inspection next week. And if things go well, we get to turn those babies on. And that means, because right now, we have an air conditioning unit for upstairs and downstairs, which means it means my husband got a light bill on his hands, okay? And electric bill is, baby, it be up there, especially in the summer. So we really do good at governing ourselves in the house to make sure that the bill doesn't go crazy high, which is nice. But that means really being mindful of like peak hours and doing laundry during certain hours, using any big appliances. We're mindful of when we use them. That way we don't spike the bill. You should be doing that anyway. Let me be clear. You should be doing that anyway. Don't cause unnecessary financial stress to your life. Use your stuff during the off hours. So, but yeah, we should get the go ahead for the solar panels this week. Turn those on and save some money. That's exciting. Very excited because they installed the solar panels like almost 2 months ago. And the first inspection, they had put the box too close to something. I don't know. So they had to come back out and move the box to a different location. Okay, so now I get to this end of the street. It is noisier. I apologize. Probably just gonna turn onto a side street to avoid the noise. But yeah, it's definitely easier when you it's definitely easier to talk when it's not so noisy out here. So everybody's up on Saturday. Maybe somebody's having a yard sale over here today. That brings in traffic on Saturday. But normally, if nothing is going on in my neighborhood, it's pretty quiet. So since it's not, maybe somebody's having a yard sale, which the sign will be all the way at the end, and I'm not going that far down. Anyway, feels amazing. Again, it's 90 degrees. So I know that sounds a little weird to some people. Can y'all see the mountains behind me back there too? It's like I'm living in a surround sound of mountains, which I love. Whew. I could take the shortcut back home. It's right there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get these 3 miles in. Okay, so today for sure, I have to go buy watermelon because I want to make watermelon juice. Oh my God, that's my favorite. Like when watermelon season is here, catch me with the watermelon juice. And I also can see myself chewing on some crunchy, sweet, cold Santa Claus melon today. Sounds amazing. My bonus daughter Tia bought me some cherries that are at the house right now. My husband bought me a big papaya. There's some mangoes at home. This is what I love. I love when people feed me with food for love, baby. You know, they both buy me flowers. It's beautiful, right? I think if you give off a certain type of energy, the people around you take care of you. Okay? And so I absolutely love that. My husband bought me a lounge chair for our bedroom balcony this week. And I've been out there in the evening. So normally our bedroom, okay, it can get pretty cool at night. And so normally when I finish either steaming or taking a nice spiritual bath and it's super warm. It gets super warm, right? And somebody says, yeah, I have body dysmorphia and I fast because I can't deal with the stress about my weight. That's a good point, Ellie. I had body dysmorphia for years. I'm gonna pause really quick because it's noisy. Give me 1 second. The fire truck is noisy. Y'all was just having a full conversation and my mic was off. My bad. So let's go back to Allie saying that she has body dysmorphia. So I had body dysmorphia for years. And by 4 years, I mean probably from the age of 15. I was a teen mom and I had my first daughter at 16. Now, I didn't have my next daughter until I was married and I was 26. But anywho, at 16, I had my first daughter. And after having her, I still didn't weigh 100 pounds. So people were constantly saying things like skinny toothpick, skinny mini, you can hula hoop in a Cheerio. Those were the old school hits. I don't know what they're saying now, but it was very hurtful. And so I was trying so hard. I was doing anything to gain weight. When I tell you anything, I was doubling up on my meals. My first job was at Burger King. This is how bad I was doing anything. Y'all think I was doing anything. So y'all, I don't know if you've ever eaten at Burger King. I don't know if they still have this, but it was called a BK broiler. You know, Burger King runs all of their meat through the broiler. It's a grill. It's an open flame grill. And they run it through there and all the fat drips off. And so the BK broiler is a grilled chicken sandwich. It was a big piece of chicken, like a breast, right? Was it a real breast? Calm down. No, it wasn't. Okay, so probably like a rib chicken meat or something, whatever they call that. So me, who was trying to gain weight, I would take that chicken breast because we had a fryer for our, Burger King has that long chicken sandwich. Pretty sure they still have that. I see it on the commercials or whatever. So they still have that. Ooh, baby, hit 2 miles. Good. So, trying to wait. Can y'all hear her giving all my business? I don't know. Giving me my stats of my walk. So, I would take the BK broiler chicken patty and I would put it in a fryer to fry it. So I was like, I can get fat off of this. I didn't want to get fat, but I didn't want to be skinny. So I was literally at work as a teenager with body dysmorphia, deep frying the chicken that was supposed to be healthy. Because I was like, I need to gain weight. I don't want people calling me skinny. I don't want people making skinny jokes at me. So body dysmorphia is very real on both sides of the spectrum. Finally, and I say finally because back then it felt like finally, around the age of 23, I started gaining weight. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be skinny no more. Oh, felt so good, right? For about a year. But then guess what? I had food addiction. So once the food addiction sets in, you are already addicted to those things. And now you have to figure out how to stop eating the things that you've become addicted to. So I created something that wasn't even a part of my life by doing that. Good morning. Good, how are you? Come on, dude. Yeah, so I created something that wasn't a part of my life because growing up, my mom cooked every day. We had a home cooked meal. Now, I'm not saying she cooked the healthiest of meals, but she was following that food pyramid. We had a well-balanced meal. We were not eating out. As a kid, I can literally, and I'm not exaggerating, count on my fingers, maybe all 10 of them, but how many times we ate fast food. I'm telling you, it was just not a part of our life. We didn't do it. Even pizza, my aunt would take us. Little Caesars came to town. She would take us maybe like once a month on her payday. She would take us to get Little Caesars pizza. And there was also a pizza place in town called Mr. Gaddy's. And she would take us there. We went to Mr. Gaddy's probably just a couple of times a year. But Little Caesars, she would take us to get Little Caesars. And but we weren't having it enough for it to cause us to be addicted to it. And it was a treat because it was just not a regular part of life. So once I started working at Burger King as a teenager and I was having Burger King every single day, I became, for like 4 years, I worked until I was like 20. Every day I was having it. Even on my days off, I was addicted. I would go over there and they would give me the Burger King. They would give it to me. Because why? I'm a faithful employee. So, anyways, from creating that food addiction, and then I started gaining weight rapidly, And then I looked in the mirror one day and was like, now you need to lose this weight. So I would say I focused on losing weight, but not in a healthy way, because I didn't even really understand what that meant. I know that my grandmother and my aunt, they had both did Weight Watchers back in the day, and I was still too young to kind of get on a Weight Watchers band. Hold on, y'all, walking past noise again. That's the waterfall. We're heading back. So I would still, not still, I didn't understand weight loss. I really didn't. I just understood that, baby, I wish I was skinny again. And so I was doing everything in my power to lose weight, but it was slow and steady because I didn't even really understand calories in, calories out. Then I went to Barnes & Noble, picked up a book, and the book told me, hey, calorie deficit. Baby, what is a calorie? I'm not joking. So I was like 24, 25, when I literally learned about calorie deficits, calorie in, calorie out. Baby, what are we talking about? So from that day, I started doing a food journal. So went back to Barnes & Noble, purchased a food journal. I was writing down everything that I ate. Y'all, it is, no, they're probably going to where the fire truck went. It's noisy, I'm sorry. So calories in, calories out, writing out every single morsel that I ate, and I lost the weight. And then from there, I pretty much in my adult life from that age have maintained a healthy weight, but the body dysmorphia comes in of me not wanting to get under a certain weight and me not wanting to be over a certain weight. It just gives me some type of feeling of anxiousness, right? So it took a while to get to the space I'm at mentally. Lots of prayer, meditation, and literally learning to eat a clean diet and movement. Okay, so y'all, we've been chatting for a while, 37 minutes. This weight vest, let me show y'all. So it's the 12 pounds today. And baby, I'm hot, and it's gonna be a good half a mile before I get to the farm. But when I get there, I'm about to guzzle down some water. I hope they have some fruit this morning. We'll see. Because if they do, they have a cooler that it's in, and it's normally nice and ice cold. So fingers crossed that there's some type of melon over there. Alrighty, I'm gonna get off of here. I might go live when I get to the farm. We'll see. If not, then I'll at least make a video for later. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. Checking your girl out on her second live. This is very nice. Allie, she was very participatory. And I appreciate that, okay? So I will talk with you guys on the next live or in the next video. Peace out.